Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your timeless tarot and oracle reading. The idea is whenever this video floated across your screen, that's when you're meant to find it. We're taking that one. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Geminis and cross watchers to send you their good juju, say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. That gives us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. It's all love and light here. I seal that with my intention. And we're all connected, right? But sometimes just practicing kindness, practicing compassion for one another, it's enough to lift us up, right? So it lifts us up to lift you up, and we need it in these days, right? Worldwide, we need it. All right, so to guide the message, we're getting a couple oracle cards and then we'll jump into tarot. You guys, there's what's called the hype button. It's new, it's rolling out and just rolled out on YouTube, and it's to help smaller channels like myself be seen and heard in that huge, vast sea of YouTube readings, tarot readings. So if you enjoy this, my request is, would you mind hitting that hype button and letting the algorithm know that it was enjoyable? All right, so we start with, thank you, by the way. We start with the message, new rhythms are coming into your life now, Gemini. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. Then we have, the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. And lastly, we have the mudra card, purity, fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. Does anybody know that reference? So this is how you do the mudra. You simply kind of make a pinching action with your thumb and your pointer finger, and then you hold on to your pinky like this. It's really interesting. I am filled with inner freedom, peace, and joy. This mudra eases abdominal cramps and stimulates the intestinal activity, if you wanted to know. And it goes on to say, if we clean the window of our soul regularly, we can be sure of a good view. And only when we can see clearly can we enjoy our lives fully, Gemini. This means that old layers of grime from the past need to be cleaned away, clarified, forgiven, resolved. It's true, isn't it? Spiritually speaking, forgiveness is a lot like Windex on a dirty glass window, right? It's like, it's the Windex of our soul. How beautiful. This is why I'm not a poet. I am a songwriter though, different rules. As the case may be, generosity, forbearance, and willingness to forgive can be very uplifting, and they have the effect of drawing miracles into our lives like magnets. I speak from experience, the card author says. Let people and situations pass in front of your mind's eye. Let old pains and negative feelings come to the surface so that you can let them go forever. Let it come to the surface. Clean it out. All right, really interesting start to your reading. Let's just see where it goes, Gemini. What's coming towards my Gemini? Viewing this? I'm viewing this. Ooh, we have the Knight of Cups carrying their heart on their sleeve coming towards you. We're gonna get a general feel for where the energy is going, and then we'll unpack it further for the detail. Oh, I can tell you right now, I do feel like somebody's coming towards you, maybe with an apology, maybe somebody you're related to or you know goes, you've got some nostalgia attached here, so there could even be kids involved. So let me give you an idea where we're going. We've got the Knight of Cups, right? So this is somebody coming towards you for emotional reasons, whatever those reasons are. We've got Four of Pentacles. I feel this might be your energy, and it's buttoned up. It's self-preservation. It's kind of withholding. We have the Four of Cups, and this is apathy, disinterest, maybe in an offer. And then we've got the Justice card, and the card, when it comes out upright, is talking about rebalancing, a sense of a fair outcome in a situation. And then we have our Six of Cups, and that talks about things that are nostalgic and close to us. These could be memories, these could be children, this could be people that we know, or a person that goes way back. So that's your general idea of where we're going. And now I'm going to get the details. And if you haven't yet, please consider liking the video. I'm getting better at asking. Knight of Cups. Yeah, this looks like a relationship reading of some sort. Two of Cups came out with the King of Wands in reverse. So if somebody was being bossy, being arrogant, being in their ego, I feel that time is coming to an end. We've got King of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Wands. That is closing up an old chapter. And this is all like in union. This is somebody who's getting past their ego for the sake of a relationship. And I think they want to make it known. Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is your energy. I don't think you're not going to be an easy nut to crack. I feel like Gemini, you pulled back. I feel like maybe did they go too far this time or something? Two of Swords in reverse. That is like, it's hard to make a decision here. You had a couple cards that flipped in the deck. Four of Pentacles. I do think with the Queen of Wands, some of you guys are asking, will it happen again? Or is this really changed? Like, have they changed? Have they come back to themselves? There is an opportunity here though. I'm not sure if you really care. Four of Cups. I mean, you have to care. Yeah, like we have Four of Cups to the Two of Wands in reverse. So plans have screeched to a halt in this situation. But maybe that is the fair outcome. I mean, maybe they just need to sit in it for a while. Be uncomfortable for a while. I don't know what they did, but they were in their ego. Justice card. Yeah, so there are messages coming through. What are these messages about? Yeah, Death card. Oh, you guys might be really thinking about leaving this situation. And I think some of you guys think, man, I mean, it might catch them unawares. It seems like when they are, tell me about this person. They could be manipulative, maybe. Maybe they gaslight. Magician card with the Six of Swords upside down. I just don't know if you feel like you can trust them. And so with the Justice card, there is messages coming quick. Eight of Wands. This is all happening quick. It's very fast energy. It's justice is served energy. And then the Death card, it's closing up a chapter. I mean, this chapter is specifically very tied to trust, I think. And looking beyond those hills, looking at what's new, looking at change, brave new world, taking on a new opportunity to explore your other options, leaving something behind that at one point you really cared about. What's the Six of Cups? Make sure that these are Six of Cups for my Geminis. Do you have people dependent on you, Gemini? Somebody's dependent on you. Knight of Pentacles wants to work together, wants to show you. This is an energy of showing you that you can rely on them. With the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, you can trust me. You can work with me. Let me show you. We have history. Knight of Swords wanting to get stuff off their chest. You are going to be getting contacted most likely very soon, if not already. And this is why? Because Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, you got them shaking in their boots, Gemini. What do my Geminis say yes to? Now, of course, this comes with a disclaimer that you have free will, my loves, and don't just go around listening to tarot readers online, but take what resonates. What do you listen to? Judgment card. So the Judgment card talks about an opportunity to grow, to evolve, to learn a really important life lesson. And usually these are not easy life lessons, right? It's kind of like, I always compare it to when we were actually growing, our bones literally hurt, you know, if you remember that. And Gemini, your card came out, the Lover's card in reverse. So this is about a misalignment of energy. You're learning something very, very valuable about this misalignment with somebody. Oh boy. Two of Cups again. This relationship. This feels like twin flame energy all over the place. The thing to remember with twin flames is that they're different than soulmates, my loves. They're different because we learn lessons. We learn really important lessons from them, but it doesn't mean that we're meant to always be together forever and ever. Just saying. King of Wands in reverse from a different deck for the second time. This person is immature, Gemini. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse, okay? They came out with another card. This is why I'm saying they're immature. Page of Wands. It's like they're learning the ropes, man. This is like their first time around. Like they're a younger soul than you. I'm just gonna say that. Page of Wands. It's like it's like they get in their ego, and I don't feel like they even notice when it happens. They can get manipulative or gaslight, do immature shit, excuse my language, but they can get in their ego and kind of get selfish and arrogant, right? There's an element of selfishness, looking out for number one. And then there's this Page of Wands, kind of like Urkel, like, did I do that? This energy of, I know somebody's smiling out there, I can feel it. This, first of all, Page of Wands is an immature energy. It's youthful, like it's actually young, undeveloped. But then it's like, what's frustrating me is that I feel like they, instead of acknowledging, really understanding what they are doing that is dysfunctional, they kind of say, well, let's just try again, or well, better luck next time, or I guess I'll change, you know. They'll say what they need to say, but it's so surface. And so if that's hitting, if that's resonating, then that's resonating for a reason. We have the Judgment card, a lesson learned about a misalignment with an energy, another person, Lover's card in reverse, and that is a twin flame. That is somebody who doesn't mean that there's not some things that are really special about your connection with them, but it just means that there is undoubtedly a dysfunction here. And for the second time, the King in reverse, somebody who's arrogant in their ego, thinking about themselves with that Page of Wands. So be aware that this is energy can suck you back in, and it can be like, well, should we try again? And this is all about like, what do you need to know? What you say yes to, what you say yes to this knowledge, right? Coming out together, two cards. Yeah, I guess. Man. See, the thing is when you don't completely let go of somebody, but you don't completely go toward them, you have created purgatory for yourself. 9 of Wands, not giving up, but then the 4 of Cups, this stagnant, stuck place. And the 7 of Wands, which is sticking by your convictions, belief in what? The bigger picture, that it will all get better, or that like maybe this is not even like emotional as much as it is practical. So it could be around money, it could be about home, maybe you live with them. Oh, so you created yourself like a little purgatory. I know it's really hard if you're already financially tied into a relationship, if you already, if like you guys share things and you share a home or any of that, then there's a lot of, it's hard to just walk away. It's not like you have the freedom to just walk away, but what do we do with that? Opening a new deck of cards. What do we do with that? So that would explain why you are, like materially, you're involved somehow, I think, with them. And so that would explain why, you know, the tools in your arsenal, the tools in your tool belt to combat this arrogance and this ego is being withholding, silent treatments, walking away, but like you still feel tied to them. So Yeah, still feel tied. See, there's an inner tug of war there. What can I tell my Geminis right now to be helpful? One more. You have more support than you realize. Let me just tell you what these are. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This could be you or somebody else. It's nurturing energy, sometimes very mothering, but it's loving, and you can rely on it. So this is a stable energy, oftentimes rules over earth signs or earthy energy, what you can rely on. Leaving something behind, the Eight of Cups, going towards the unknown is better than sticking by these cups, shining them, making sure they're all lined up, doing your duty. And doing so, leaving these cups with the help, support of others that share the same vision. Three of Pentacles, so this is getting help. Four of Wands is around your home, your stability, reaching a milestone. And the Moon is about touching down on like fears and the hidden. What is hidden here? So this is definitely facing one's fears, getting help. Fears that you'll be like roped back into things, a manipulation, trickster energy with the Magician card. You're kind of worried about, in the scenario, what have I not looked at? What could come out and bite me? Okay, Three of Pentacles, tell me more about that. So I think that I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wants to have a conversation or work with you here in your situation with the Knight of Swords, wants to work with you. Closing up a chapter, this is kind of, I'm reading it kind of sideways because this is in the balances. This could happen. Two of Pentacles, getting help to close up. This needs to move on out. This energy somehow needs to move out of your life. But this is what I want you to ask yourself and really think about it, Gemini, is what are you holding on to? What are you really stubborn, the most stubborn you feel? What is it towards in this situation? And just write it down or think about it, because the Nine of Wands keeps on popping up. It's like the third or fourth time Nine of Wands has popped up, and he's busted up, he's bruised, he's got like bandages on him, right? And that symbolizes, regardless of how much it's hurting him, he's not giving up on something. So it's like, it's a perseverance. Is this good perseverance? Wanting a really sunny, happy outcome. You have tenacity that's coming through your reading that is so strong. But you're in your head too, all these swords, you feeling a little bit stuck, feeling right about a certain thing. You know, we started with this message of purity, fresh and clean, and forgiveness is basically the Windex for the soul, right? Forgiveness is like cleaning a really dirty window. And so while this person comes across in your reading as arrogant and egotistical and kind of just immature, there's a certain amount of like, you free yourself when you forgive. It's acknowledging, sometimes somebody is doing their best, and their best is just so bad. In the words of Kathleen Madigan, who's a really fantastic and very PG, clean comic, you know, it's kind of nice. You can play her around the kids, somewhat. But she was talking about her parents once, and she's like, you know, my mom, she said she'd always say, I did my best. And then one day it hit me. I just realized, oh, she was. And her best was just so bad. And it's true, like, dang, because there is that immature energy that went along with the King of Wands in reverse, this arrogant person. And that really is kind of this signal that they're a little bit unevolved. And it could be because they're young, maybe literally they're a teenager. But either way, it's important to free yourself, because we can create these low-hanging ceilings with our thoughts. Eight of Swords, when truthfully, Eight of Swords is all about breaking through that stuck place that we create for ourselves, about being right. Five of Swords. But do allow yourself to be supported and accept help here, because we have somebody who does share some goals with you, who shares the same visions. Excuse my English is not coming out today the way I want. So they share some of the same desired goals. And there's an energy here that you can work with. And it's specifically maybe around home, or even if you're planning something for the holidays or working through, you can, if you feel tug of war, pay attention to what are you feeling the most stubborn about? What are you standing by the most tenaciously? So anyway, I hope that is helpful. I'll leave it off there. We're at 21 minutes already. Sending you off with love and light. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.